So a lot of people understand how Rein Zarya works. You know, your Rein walks forward to swing, Zarya bubbles the Rein so he can swing and not get like CC'd or just blown up or whatever. And then bubble ends and he backs up with shield usually or not, depends on the elo and the game. But that is how Zarya is helping Rein in part, yeah? A lot of divas think, well, then I need to be DMing the Rein, which is true, but they don't really get when or what or how. So there's a couple of things. One, because you don't have that Zarya bubble, which is just kind of an OP ability, you need to draw aggro away from your Reinhardt to take some of the pressure off of him and his shield, yeah? So, like, if you're standing right behind him, the enemy is all shooting. Oh, I forgot to start my pen. 1 second. But, like, the enemy is all shooting in a straight line, yeah? They don't have to aim anywhere else, so all of their fire is just concentrated right here, right on him. No supports in the game can out heal that much damage, and his shield will evaporate shockingly quickly, and you only have 2 seconds of DM. So the DM alone is not enough. So you need to be somewhere that if anyone looks at you, they can't be shooting Rein at the same time, like it's one or the other. B, they cannot ignore you because you're shooting them. Yeah, so if they ignore you, you'll just kill them. C, you can DM Rein and his shield, or at least, like, the enemy players that might have important cooldowns you need to block, which would be, like, Anti-Nade, Ash Dynamite. In this game, so you could eat, Damage Orbs, some of the Sig spam, some of the random Genji spam to slow down how fast he builds ult. That can be really annoying for the Genji. Especially if you just keep pressuring him out and poking him out and don't let him ever really get an angle to build his ult. Ugh, you can ruin his day. Anyway, and most importantly, they can't really get to you, kill you, punish you. You can always get away. You don't feed mech, yeah? So that all sounds like a lot, but luckily the answer's real easy. You're almost there. You're up here, yeah? Or you might even start here. I actually kind of like that. I like starting here as D.Va, yeah? Because you got amazing cover. If anyone, like, tries to take this high ground, you might be able to contest them a little bit. You probably shouldn't fly over there. In most cases, you'll just feed mech, like, you're just looking at too many people here, and there's no cover up there. But as the cart moves forward, we're shooting. We might DM a little bit of the spam before it hits Rein. I'm going to go a little bit more into the DM in a second because that's really important. But then as the cart gets here, you're now at a 90-degree angle just shooting over their shields. You're shooting them in the head, and you're at close range, so your shotguns are doing meaningful damage. You can help who you need to help. You can see all 6. If you can't see all 6, you know someone is missing. So, like, around now-ish, this feels too deep to me, so by now I would have crossed to here, yeah? And now you can catch out, oh, hey, there's this Cass here, etc. We'll get back into, like, I'm going to rewind in a second. I'm just sort of showing as this goes. And then from there, you can take here. Defending is so much easier than attacking because of shit like this. Because the enemy at some point in some way will have to walk into you to win the game. If you are the defenders, the attackers have to walk into you eventually, yeah? So if you are somewhere where you can hide from damage very easily and shoot them very easily, you can just wait for them in positions like this as they go by, and if they don't clear you out of here first, they just end up pinched. You do so much out here, which, by the way, if anyone's doing this to you, hey D.Va, since you have mobility, you should try to clear them out if you can. Maybe get help from your team if you need it, but, like, this is what wins games. This will roll teams. You cannot leave this angle alone. So, like, hell yeah, take it. Hell yeah, take it. And then if you need to drop and do something, by all means drop. But then that means you have your boosters to get back up. Yeah? Try to always end your boosters on a high ground. You could even do something like drop, boost into some people to disrupt their positioning, knock them around, and then end the booster up here. That can be fun. Be careful, you don't get like stun locked and die because there's so many stuns in the game, but it's a move. It's a thing. And then the last thing I wanted to mention about DMing for Rein is you're not DMing his shield. Very important. You're DMing his armor. Yeah? His shield, he should be managing himself. Gold Reinhardt probably sucks at it. Whatever. We all suck at this in different ways. But that's his problem to deal with. You trying to fix it for him just means you don't have DM anymore and his shield still goes away. You can't help him with that. But the help he does need from you is when he drops his shield to swing into people. Armor is a massive damage reduction. Yeah? It does so much, what would it be here? So, Genji would be doing, a reasonable amount of damage, but it's still reduced. Cast the same, the splash from this guy, unless he's landing directs, he's not really doing much. Moira does nothing. Zarya's beam does, nothing into armor. Because it does half damage. So this goes very slowly, and this goes very quickly. So if you DM him while he has armor, and then he holds shield after the DM and the armor is gone, then the supports can heal up the armor, you regen the DM, and it results in him getting to swing way more for way longer than if you just waste your DM on his shield, yeah? Think about DMing his armor. And then additionally, remember, think about DMing specific cooldowns. Not just ultimates. Ultimates are great. Ultimates are always the fun eat. But anti-nade will kill your whole team. Dynamite builds Bob hella fast, and that damage is insanely annoying for your supports to deal with. Yeah. Anyway. That's enough of that. Let's go back into here and let's see how this actual fight develops.